dispassionate history is important. And also the personal history, of course, is good, especially for the motion. So what I want to do is take a very, very brief few minutes and give, now that Ron has given kind of the overview, the standard, we can now build on that and give a history of some of the specific communities affected by the storm. And of course, I think it's appropriate that we give the history of Hurricane Katrina from the perspective of the Nunez History Lecture Series, because it did affect us and our community greatly. The Nunez History Lecture Series, which of course is, as an organization, are the people involved, as well as the geographic part that we've always been in the Nunez Auditorium. And during Hurricane Katrina, there were 5 decade-long members of the lecture series who stayed at Katrina in this building for the whole hurricane. Tommy and Marilyn Warner, and Sydney and Cheryl Dobson, and myself. And there were others here as well, a total of 21. And as, of course, we didn't expect too much to happen, but as it was going through, we had that first person, that primary experience of it. So, as the water, as Ron mentioned that, we were here and prepared, didn't expect anything. On August 29th, the water by almost 9 a.m. had not come. And so we thought it wasn't that big of a deal, but of course the water started coming in. And you'll hear many times as the water rose, it started just around 9, rose to about 1:30, and there was a fishbowl effect all around. I can remember when it started, when we knew it was going to rise, I actually came into the auditorium, and my thought was, as I saw about 3 or 4 feet of water in the auditorium itself, you know, all that work on the lecture, and we're not even going to have it. And so we had, of course, that thought soon passed. We were about to have the first lecture of the new season, and it didn't happen. But it was not in the thought again. When the water eventually got to about 6.5 feet, then it really, many, many more important things went through our minds.
There may not be volume on it.
Right. And there's not going to be, mostly what I'll just be telling the story, but there will be kind of pictures if it comes up of it. All right. So we were all here. About 9, the water slowly started rising. They're not coming away. So we were looking at this. About at this point, this is outside the front doors of this building. We started thinking maybe we should put things on higher ground. And Dr. Warner rushed to the library to try to put the copy machine and as many books as possible up on the counters. The fishbowl effect that a lot of people have talked about, it just rose, and remarkably, the building held for a very long time. And it was very well constructed. Finally, when it did give way and the water came in, there was this loud boom as the sheetrock was busted through on all the rooms of the bottom floor. So these are the back doors that really did not hold eventually. So the 21 of us, we were very well prepared. And really, the history that I've seen, of course, there were very difficult emotions, but a lot of times it was lighthearted and there was laughter. We had no communication. Those were the first to go out, so it's a difficult thing that our families could not get in touch with us. But this is about how high the water reached. That's in the back stairwell of this building. So at the height of it, so about by 1:30 of the Monday, it is as we reached Lake Chalmette. So that actually, that audio is for a different one. So my joke is not going to work. Right now we have a brand new building that replaced that. This is right out looking towards the river.
Right there.
Quiet in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. We're going down lovely Karen Street. Right here.
You see it?
You can see it.
The gray roof.
Yeah.
As we Of course, we got through, and the lecture series was no more as after Katrina. And so the next milestone, of course, there was lots of other things going on, very peaceful scene. And then the lecture series was not held again until March 27th, 2006. It was held in this auditorium. It was gutted but clean. And that was a real sign of kind of a resurrection. We had finally gotten back. That we were going to survive as a college and as a lecture series. That was also, we had Chris Rose, this is in our library, and it was the most well-attended lecture up to that point. We had a full season for 2006, 2007, a full season of lectures. And then after, that's going to the first floor of the library. After the full season, we had a little hiatus to have the auditorium refurbished. A very peaceful, beautiful scene from the back windows on the second floor. And once we were back in the auditorium and everything's fixed up, it seemed like normal. And for the history lecture series, Katrina was long behind. Now, this is it was supposed to be the audio, so that's Cindy Dobson. This is on a Tuesday. We got on a boat. This is Chalmette High School. We're riding down Judge Perez. There's actually about an hour-long documentary on the lahighered.org website that has all of this and an extensive experience. One to look at. As a personal experience, of course, we all went to see our houses. We just turned on Palmisano Drive, if you know that. We're heading towards what was my house at the time, and now, coincidentally, it's Michelle Miner, our producer's house. So I'll give you the audio. This is we're going down to Karen. Cindy Dobson is speaking with Dr. Warner about stop signs, and that the water's covering stop signs. And I think if you've ever heard running a stop sign, we're about to see it right now. We ran over a stop sign, but we didn't see it. Oh yeah. This is the middle of the street right out here. Cindy, I said we just ran a stop sign. Right there. Dr. Warner was driving, I have to say. I wasn't supposed to. This is Karen Drive.
On that lovely Karen Street, right here. You can see it. Yeah. No, I don't need to go in, I don't think.
All right, so that's just one example of a million examples to show kind of what it was through, but that there was plenty of humor even during the time. So